everyone, my name is Mitz, here back at Big Strike Conflict of Interest. So, we were going through the whole investigation on Trucy's end, and we met a Jane who had a knife, not trying to kill Trucy, by the way, just walking up closely, menacingly, intimidatingly, with a bloody knife in her hand. But she wasn't trying to kill her, obviously, and she killed those three people. She killed the Gladys Porter sitting right there, and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Yeah, right. She was just showing off their brand new knife collection to Trucy, nothing else. And she's just going to jail. She's in prison for no false reason. Exactly. Okay, so now we're gonna make sure Jane gets out of this lickety split. Okay, let's. What have you got for us here, Gumshoe? And it's obvious. Hey, pal, just in time. Our guy just finished analyzing that bottle we found. Oh yeah, that bottle. Get this, it's definitely the one from the photo. I knew it! I completely forgot about that. Yep, so that's showing that she and Jameson were planning something. You can go and have a look at it if you want, and I will shalls. Just come talk to me when you're ready. You're not ready for the truth, I sees. I want to see bottle. Are you absolutely sure the two bottles are the same? Sure as my name's Dick Gumshoe. Well, did you get your name changed recently? Because if so, then they're completely identical. Miss Porter must have been protecting the real thing, and Jameson brought a photo with him, pal. Why just a photo? So they couldn't take it. He expected to die. This way, he'd have insurance. Since this is the one from M6, we know why they went to hide it. Do we? This is almost certainly the one Kristoff forged to frame Mr. Kusari. A single stroke can conclusively link three of the four murders. That's what Jimmy was killed over. And Miss Porter. I know it. So you're taking the fourth murder is the M6 one, Carl Luciano? M6 bottle. It's still a nice looking bottle. Gosh, the old DS graphics and well, DS and I guess technically Game Boy Advance graphics in the game from the original 3 trilogy games were really good. And just the outside area of Glaz's office there are just very has a very nice 90s aesthetic. I want to see more of that somewhere. I need to see more of it somewhere. Is the recording bug ready? No, not quite yet. I'll get to you once we do. Don't you worry about a thing, pal. She must have had that tablet locked down tight, and for good reason. I'm sure it'll be well worth the wait. So there must be something else to look around here then. Oh yeah, the bloody knife. Wait, what moved around? Oh wait, did that picture? Oh, the picture's gone. Oh, I see. Nice bottle. Oh, sorry, pal. I don't know anything about that. Even though you just gave it to me. I sees. We have a possible suspect for this murder, it seems. What are you talking about? Jane is completely innocent, just trying to show her nice knives. And you know that's the right place because it rhymes. Of course it doesn't, because I made it all up. I heard that she's just a kid too. Oh, wow, double whammy apparently. She had the murder weapon, pal. That box solved it. Case closed. Well, we'll see if that's clear cut. Well, it's one thing if if it was someone else, then knife was just left out, or just put into the house by Okay, let's think about this more. If this is someone else, then they literally just broke into the house like Trucy did, grabbed the key from the flower pot, or up there anyway from the top shelf, and then unlocked the cabinet, put it in, locked it, then put the key back, or some such like that. If she's anything like her father, I don't see that being the case. The notes. What else can we focus in on? Okay, well, just the bottle is not grape juice here. Okay, obviously, do you know what this is? It has a yellow label on it. That means this is pineapple juice. Okay, this is a fruit cocktail. Okay. Oh, that means it's definitely Finnegan Hood was definitely lying to us. He wasn't cleaning up a gosh dang grape juice stain. He was cleaning up pineapple juice stain. Golly, the lies that guy tells. Oh my. Oh yeah, the killer's car was in there too. Wonder. Don't know if we can do much here. I mean, we could talk to Waters in the storm cellar and ask more about that. Okay, he's not here. Okay, wow, look at this place. So barren, so nice. No, it's not nice. Definitely not here. Waters, are you here? So, can I present that card actually? Because that was also in their house as well. relate to the case. Masabi said I don't know what about it, even though it's part of one of the Rosencrantz things. Okay. With a bloody knife there. Where should we go from here then? Because, like, literally, it seems like we're winding the case, but I guess some of the things we don't have are about the Trucy's notes. Do we present those to you? Somehow Mr. Parker's story drove Pearl from the diner. Luciana apparently had a particularly vicious streak. Mr. Parker's the thing Virgil Blank was alone playing the circle on case. Took Mayor denies killing Cody. I believe him and Indira's voice discussing business in person. Took Mayor forward a second bottle of M6. Believes Indira attacked Maya for something about M6. Dr. Greason, autopsy Carluciana, months too late. Okay, Raleigh's family friend Maya. Raleigh's family covered out after M6. Wait, where even is Maya at all this time? She said she was gonna join up with Trucy, but then she just left. Okay, then. Can we go back to the office actually and talk to her about that? Okay, please. Where are you, country roads? Take me home to the place I belong, oh, West Virginia. Okay. Oi! Hey, you. Oh, hi. Our baby daughter was in custody. Would that be your doing? She did it herself. Jane attacked Trucy with a knife. Mark Waters was there and saw the whole thing. It's her own damn fault she's there, and I can't say I sympathize much. Phoenix! You swore. Swears are not allowed in this good Christian Minecraft server, okay? Don't you ever fucking swear in my presence ever again. Think you've got me beat, do ye? Lad, you best not try to fight me now. Oh, I don't have to. She confessed. Confessed? The game's up, Hood. Jane admitted to murdering Miss Porter in cold blood. What? You heard me right. He immediately caught on to her plan. Me, Janie's been taught well. What do you mean? I always do what's in me own interests. I'm sure you figured that much out by now. You think Jane's got a plan of her own. It happens that the way I'm seeing it now, it'd be better interest to tell you the truth. And why would I believe you? You don't have to. In fact, I think ye an idiot if you did right straight away. Just hear me words and make of it what you will. Okay then, ye the best character. We actually get to talk to you. Nice. Jane's confession. Your daughter just confessed to murder. What makes you so smug? Well, I mean, he's just gonna take a sip from his mug after his whole pineapple grape juice incident, so I'm let him have his tea. Because I know that means she didn't do it. Huh? How does that make any sense? Well, I mean, if you were the true culprit, would you confess? Maybe yes to divert attention away from someone, but you know, you wouldn't throw it all away so carelessly after all the work we've done to fool you. If I was worried, I wouldn't be having a chat with you like this. Okay, but why? Oh, she's a plan. I think I know what it is. Dang it, so she was framed. She framed herself for this act. Am I supposed to be impressed? Not yet, but I'll leave that up to you, Mr. Wright. The Hoods are still planning something? Still? Yes, why haven't you not realized this by now? They planned it in the last trial, and now you're saying they haven't planned anything for the rest of the day, the rest of the week, the rest of the months, the rest of the years, the rest of the whole world? For the rest of all infinite eternal time? Man, you must be stupider than I thought, Phoenix. What more could they possibly have to throw at me? Well, I mean a baseball for one at your head. Did Jane ever really stab you? We had a bit of a scuffle. Yes, I cut me hand on a glass bottle. No, it weren't an accident. Did she just do it because she's crazy? Crazy? No, I figure it were a calculated decision. I believe you're right that I saw me daughter that night Black died. I've had ideas since I saw it, but I never brought it up. At least twice, not till there were the Rosencrantz death. But then I thought things had gone far enough and I confronted her. She responded by brandishing that bottle. I caught her and calmed her down. But in the process, well, trying to kill someone with a bottle is a normal response. No, it must be that she was scared. Scared because she knew I knew. Jane knows not to trust. I taught her that well. Too well, it seems. Being a murderer accomplice to murder is not a secret she wanted others to know. So you really do think she did it? Her? No, not a chance in your life. She's just scared that she's being framed then, and that's what the whole alibi grape juice thing happened. But if I did, I'd still go me way to protect her like I've done. She's me daughter, Mr. Wright. Maybe she didn't start that way, but she's now. We see eye to eye on that? I can understand you there. 100%. was always his goal to protect Jane, that might explain one piece of evidence. One piece of evidence. One piece of evidence. Only one piece of evidence. I see. I might not know anything about that. How do you not know? Oh my gosh, I was right. It wasn't a grape juice bottle. It was a pineapple juice bottle. God. Might not. Or maybe I do. You have to guess for yourself. Curse the ambiguity. So, one piece of evidence. Oh yeah, this card was in your house. Something's been bothering me. The killer's card they found, were you the one who put it there? And what makes you say that? You had a copy in your house. How about that? After all you told me, I can't think of anyone else who might benefit more than you. Benefit? Explain yourself? Who would gain from the killer's card being found at the murder scene? Assuming no one, since the killer left the country years ago. But would you know that? When I spoke to Jane, she seemed adamant that she'd seen the killer. The goal the whole time has been to protect Jane, so you want to point the police in the right direction. Oh my gosh, so he lied to police and the killer is actually not out of the country. Oh my gosh, it all makes sense. The calculated plan. They knew a murder was going to happen months in advance and did all this. Oh my, years in advance. Oh my god, they're smart. Or the one that seemed right at the time. Or at the very least, just away from Jane. Got me impressed, lad. Why don't we talk some more about that? Okay. Thank you. I've heard some disturbing rumors about you. Oh, was it the killer case, your last one? Oh, that makes a lot more sense then. Oh boy, yay. I've heard some disturbing rumors about you. Jane's father. Did you have him killed? Now why would you accuse me of that? I hated him. The man was a murderer, and he escaped thanks to me. When they proved I was a forger, my career went down the drain. Oh, for some no life. And you hired a killer to murder him. Somebody did. Jane said she's seen him before. Okay, that's a little look in the eye, okay. She has. She were home when it happened. She's told me the tale a few times. The killer passed by her after committing the act. He didn't want no witnesses, but she was just a wee lass. He's got more honor than that. She never saw the murder, but she figured out on her own what he'd done. And she, well, affected her. No child deserves that. She became an orphan, so took her in. I do have a kind bone in me body every now and then. You felt guilty. Guilty for what? I didn't do nothing to her. You know what I mean. What are you implying? What are you implying, Phoenix? Tell it straight out. What are you implying? Well, as you might imagine, it wouldn't do me any favors to talk about that. I advise you to not prod too deeply. It wouldn't be worth the effort. If you thought I could throw a case off with a month to prepare, imagine a decade. I'll take a guess that this clears up most of your questions about the two of us. Most. Now that we've had a chance to clear that air, I have one last question to ask you. Yes? Do you believe what I've said? Should I? Why would you take my advice on it? I've lied and taunted you the whole way. You seem sincere. Do I? Anybody with half a brain can fake sincerity? I mean, yes. I mean, I could say right now that I'm an orphan, okay, guys? I've had the roughest life in my entire life. I've been on the run, going homeless and all that. I only just had this computer. I hooked it up to an alleyway outlet. I'm just recording this in a deep alleyway right now. The bustling of cities, the cars passing by, the threats of it. I had to carry all the computer all the way to different places and all that. Running away from the police, other homeless people, the cops, everything. And I have to edit out all the cars and all that too at the same time. I'm carrying this computer as I run and speak. Evidence? Evidence like the card I put at the scene? Evidence can be forged. You have to be just as careful with that. Then what? What's your point? Just answer the question. Do you trust me? Don't worry, Finnegan, I trust you with me life, even though you're gonna say me an idiot, which I am. Strangely, yes, I do. And why would you do that? I did nothing but antagonize you these past 3 days. I lied, cheated, and forged to get me heart's content. Forged? Wait, well, we get a pass here, but not to us. Cheated? I don't know, but lied, yes. Trusting me is the last thing you ought to be doing, and you're a fool for it. Well, because it's in your better interests. You admitted to perjury to protect Jane. Now you're admitting everything else. I like you, Phoenix Wright. We will never be friends, but I like you. Good luck in the trial tomorrow. Why, thank you. That was the closest thing to a compliment we'll ever get, huh? Noise. Noise, noise. So how's it going in here, Mr. Yossarian, Secretaries, Mr. Menderes, Francisco, sir? How do you keep letting you have cigars in here? Yeah, that's something you needed. We haven't had a good, thorough talk yet. It's long overdue. Okay, let's get to it. Why did you kill him? Jameson or Black? I'm a suspect for both. Not them. Carlo Luciano. Poof. Drag, drag. Poof, poof. Well, I knew you'd realize it sooner or later. You've been trying to set me up from the beginning. Why did you do it? Was it the money? Williamson and his friend must have been barking the wrong trail this time. Does it mean spit if I killed him? They couldn't do a thing if they proved it somehow. Double jeopardy. I'm off the hook. Why did you do it? Why don't you the broken record? Uncle Mike wanted it, so that's simple. Luciano killed Berto Cadaverini, so they put off the hit on him. Well, Mikey was certain I'd helped, and he got all pissed. Swore he'd kill me. He was downright livid I might have gone behind his back. And you did help, didn't you? You were the mastermind for all Luciano's murders. See, I knew you believed that prosecutor for me. Did I plot anything with Luciano? Maybe. Maybe not. At this point, doesn't matter. Poof. I may have worked with him before. I won't say any more than that. Okay, thank you for the input. Michael didn't want to straight up kill me because of the whole family thing. Because we're family. Cliche mafia Italian voice insert. But you need to make an example, so it gave me a chance. And he ordered you to murder Luciano. Look at the big brain on right. You come to the right place, Ehio. That way the Cadaverinis wouldn't assume he was in on it. Which he wasn't, by the way. My uncle was a ruthless son of a gun, but he never would have attacked Bruto. Me, though? If he thought I undermined him, he'd have done anything. Had to prove to him that it wasn't a threat. Why'd you have to get poor Mr. Kusari involved? What, you think I was gonna go to prison just like that? Don't be stupid. I was a fall guy, plain and simple. You ruined a man's life. It's a pragmatic decision. Don't look at it like that. There really is another way to look at it. You are a horrible person. Sorry. Mr. Menderes, you're a cruel, cold-hearted man. If luckily you only had a conversation like this with one client before, he was as evil as you. The difference now is that he actually had leverage over me. You're right. Williamson wants to sabotage your case. But I'm not gonna do that. Mr. Menderes, I quit. What? I made a promise to my daughter. If I ever thought you were guilty, I'd drop out. And here we stand. Everything points to you. You killed Jimmy and Mr. Black, and I know you killed Cody Hackins too. No, I didn't kill anyone. If you leave, I'm gonna hang. Maybe you should have thought about that before you treated your own attorney like dirt. That's the first you so much as denied anything. Too little, too late. I'm not plotting anything. It was Williamson. He told me not to tell you who I was. He said you wouldn't help if you knew. He was right. Don't you see? You played right into his plan. We both did. Okay, well, I mean, there's that too. He's a dick, so maybe. I'm tired of people making a fool of me. Neither you nor Williamson has a chance to do that anymore. Goodbye. I didn't do it. I didn't kill James or Black or Hackins. None of them. Trucy, let's go. Trucy? You know what's funny, but I believe him. You what? He's nervous, of course, but it's not the same as before. I don't know what to make of it. He's a mafia crime lord, Trucy. But what if he's right about this one thing? Maybe he's guilty, but just not for this. So, what are you saying? I don't know. Just do what you think is right. It's a lawyer's duty to trust his client, no matter how bad things look. And right now, they look pretty darn bad. I shouldn't run a case on the intuition of a teenager. Do I trust this guy or don't I? If what he says is true, I really am his last hope. But what if he's lying again? He's done it to me at every step so far. And so is Williamson. Glad to see you using logic here, Phoenix. Glad to see. They're all lying. Every single one of them. Did Medeiros kill these people? Or didn't he? And if he didn't, why should I keep defending him? I can't come up with anything. I didn't want you to take the case, but now I don't want you to quit. This might have all been for nothing. I don't want that. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't walk out that door. This is your last chance. You got balls giving me an ultimatum. You're gonna quit rather than play along with Williamson? I have high standards. Okay, you say that. You say that. You say you're only looking for the truth. Is that really it? You're gonna give me my answer. How do I know I can trust you? You don't. Not even I do. The cases that end one way or the other. Let's find out. I won't give up this far in, no matter how much I want to. Not when others have sacrificed so much. Do I trust Medeiros? Not in my life. Will I let him fall into Williamson's trap? There's just like a little choice at the end of the trial, like get him guilty or not guilty. Oh my gosh, I would love to see that. I don't even remember if that even happens. That'd be so cool if it did. That'd be actually a bit sad if it. I completely forgot about that because that sounds like a cool concept. I don't think I've ever seen that. Oh boy. Well, we got some time to go. I'll see into the first testimony. It's October 9th at 9:40 the AMs. So how do you feel now, Mr. Yos Arian Slay? Okay, you're not Yosarian. Well, this is it. The final day. I haven't forgotten. Well, you need to get reminded again. It's the final day! Okay, thank you, Trucy. The final day. Okay, thank you. The final Trucy, I swear to God, if you say it one more time, I'll cut your allowance. It's the first day! God damn it. Have you made your decision yet? What decision? You know, whether or not to stick with you-know-who. You could just walk out the door right now. Maybe, but I won't. Not when the people I care about might be in danger. We're here. We're not leaving. Just making sure you're confident about it. There are too many unanswered questions. Even 4 answers I thought I already had. Francisca and Waters told me they'd look into your little adventure yesterday. I hope I got enough. I might just made it all more confusing. We don't have the full story yet. I feel like we're almost there, but not quite. Connecting everything should be our first priority. There's still a lot that doesn't match up. Jane Hood in particular. Something's off with her harebrained confession. Look, she framed herself, okay? Maybe someone else helped frame her, but she helped frame herself. It's all of a calculated plan of a crime she did commit, okay? You gotta think in terms of double reversals, okay? If she says she didn't do it, that means she did do it. But because you know that she lies a lot, that means she's actually making you try to think that, which means that she's actually not guilty. That's why she's actually watching to think, so she is guilty, and on and on and on, infinity and infinity and ad infinitum, as such it is for literature. But she's far from being the only one. Mr. Sarian. No, Medeiros. I still don't know what we'll do with him. This is the last day. Not to end one way or the other, or it could be a complete tie. And speaking of the devil, you better be ready. You're not gonna puff on your cigar anymore, you. My neck's depending on you. Time to screw up. Well, give me a screwdriver first, and I'll make sure not to screw. Did you kill Virgil Black? No. Did you kill Miss Porter? How the heck could I do that? I was in jail. What the heck, Phoenix? Did you order her assassination? No. Did you kill Jimmy with a shovel? Look, I'm being set up. Maybe I'm a crime boss. Yeah, I've done my share. I deserve a fair trial, just same as anyone else. I already told you I didn't kill him. Now are you gonna believe me or not? Let's see. Damn it, that's what you said last night before you left. And you know who I'm staking my life on. If you're guilty, I couldn't care less what happens to you. You give me no reason to trust you and every reason not to. You've haunted me and my friends. Your goon tried to kill Maya. Maya? Faye? That's right, I haven't forgotten. Who'd you think I was when you hired me? You only need to be afraid if you're guilty. Oh, hi, Embody. Wait, why here? Vigzar's an honest man. You're in good hands. What do you mean? This man has more integrity in his little finger than both of us put together. When I say you can trust him, I mean you should do so with your life. Yeah? Why should I believe you? Because he's the only one I know who wants you to have a fair trial. He has every reason to hate you, and yet... Are you okay? You sound, less, furious in the angries and all that. I'm better than I ever have been. Should you be in here? You're not prosecuting a case anymore. Don't be so sure about that. You're literally coming back, but Francisco was way better. The end is in sight, and I had no intent to give the victory to Von Karma. What? I'm gonna help you solve this case. Okay, you're gonna be my judicial assistant? Oh wow, nicey, wow. This is gonna be the greatest twist and plot twist of the whole gosh dang century. You? Help me? Yesterday was the other way around. Lots changed since yesterday. That's all I'll say for now. You went to therapy and you got your head on straight. Did you have to get a screwdriver, mind screwdriver from therapy? If Mandira didn't kill anyone, we'll find who did. We'll put us on my vendetta to see it through. Yeah, you're definitely not having your cigars. No, I was missing the puffs. Oh god, puff. Oh god. Oh, I just realized the connection. I hate myself now. Oh my god. It's still funny though. I'll do it anyway. Well, okay. Glad to have you aboard then. Welcome aboard, crewmate. Captain, you're not the captain. No, you're not definitely the captain. Not even the co-pilot. You're gonna be the deck swapper. Now, not the heck of a turnabout if I ever saw one. Oh my gosh, Phoenix said the thing! In a fan game, but you know what I mean. He said the thing! God. Well, you definitely are the prosecution, but I miss Von Karma. I miss Francisca, of all people here. Why wasn't she the one? Why wasn't she? Please. Sad. Order. Court is in session. I've been informed that our case has several large developments since yesterday. The most startling to me of which is that you are back, Mr. Williamson. Always back. What happened to Miss Von Karma? I simply requested to be reinstated as a prosecutor. The issue which attracted me has been dealt with. She was not the person originally assigned to this case. As such, she had to give up her spot to me. Sad. Oh, I'm sure she had a few things to say about that. She did at that. After we reviewed all the official papers, she saw she didn't have a choice in the matter. Instead, did ask to be withdrawn. As I was calling the events of the day, it came to me. I never saw the proper form to make it official. I wish I had a time machine right now. The confusion of everything, nobody even seemed to notice. And since I never made my withdrawal official, her replacement of me was void. Did you just make that up? I did not. Your Honor, the courtroom should have several books on case law. If you open volume 27 of the most recent edition, you can find stipulation B4980C22. Okay, would you memorize every single stinking fucking law? All information discovered in yesterday's trial would still stand. It's even more funny that you just, like, look at that law when you're, like, you know, trying to get back in the case and just memorize that. God, pretentious. But I was to be returned to this bench post-haste. Okay. Balif? It looks like he's correct, Your Honor, right here on page 568. Well, then I'm glad to have you back with us. Shall we get started? Nothing will please me more, Your Honor. Yesterday, as you know, Finnegan Hood's daughter was suspected for murder. She has since been arrested for attacking the defense's aide. But she was not trying to attack, she was just menacing holding a knife. How many times did I go over this? Just showing the knife. Gosh, it was just a butter knife. Oh, you people are so paranoid. During the confrontation, she admitted to having stabbed Miss Gladys Porter to death. A knife was also found in her possession, which had blood from the crime scene. Miss, I hope that you were not harmed. No, I'm okay. Do we still believe Miss Porter's death is related to the other two? The defense mentioned something along those lines the other day. I'm certain they are, Your Honor. Well then, will you be calling your partner as a witness? You will not have to. Jane Hood has made a full confession and wishes to speak herself. She does? And do we trust her? I mean, Mark Waters could also be the one to testify as well. I do not, but you'll hear from her nonetheless. That's the spirit. Jane and Finnegan Hood are still on the case. Ooh, God, they're great still. I will sing the praises about them. They're entertaining and fun. She was possibly present at one crime and claims to have been another, and she was forging an alibi for herself at the third. She's a vital link to the story, and I mean to find what it is. I see. Well then, let's bring her in. In chains and cuffs. Nice. State your name and occupation for the record. I am Jane. I am only Jane. Miss Hood, you have confessed to murdering a state's witness. Yet what I believe was the murder weapon in your home. Perhaps you would care to explain these facts to the court? You're a boring man. I don't want to talk to you. You're the one I wish to speak with. No, Mr. Wright is who I want to speak with. Well, Wright, she's all yours. Wow, thank you, Obadia. Wow, you're a real chum, aren't you? Yes? Did you speak to Mr. Hood yesterday after my arrest? Yes, I did. What did he say to you? He doesn't believe you did it. And you agree with him? I'm keeping an open mind. Guilty or innocent? What do you hope to gain from confessing? Am I that confusing? I guess I should keep things simple then. I'm a simple girl. I have a simple interests, simple desires. Watching you rack your brain trying to figure me out just makes my day. Oh yes, and just seeing that all take place, oh, it's great. It's amazing. I'm not gonna be the one suffering if you go into prison. You're making a mistake. I don't make mistakes. Never. Not ever. Deny all you want. Giving myself up was not my mistake. Neither was killing the reporter. Oh yes, I almost forgot. You want me to talk about her murder, don't you? It is not a complicated story, but somehow you yet to figure it out. Well, perhaps I can dumb it down so you understand. Okay, thank you. Oh yes, go Exorcist Devil mode. I killed Miss Porter. Well, guess what? We're gonna find out the details of your plan for next time. Okay, so we're literally dealing with two people who could either be back and forth, whether it be guilty or not. And we had the power to make sure they actually go to prison or not. That's interesting. Actually, is interesting. But, It doesn't feel like there's, like, a lot of stakes going on, which for Final Case is that. I guess there's that, but this is definitely a unique setup, so I can't fault it for that. But, I remember going through this whole game, like, both liking it a bit first and going down a bit in opinion, a bit upwards opinion, then I'm a bit downwards, and then I'm kind of just in the middle now. Just I'm indifferent to it. It's good. At the same time, it could definitely use a bit more polish in some places. Like some writing for some of the characters, like, well, they can add more things to certain characters to make it, like, shine even more and all that. Like, oh boy. I like going through like the fourth case. There was something exactly missing with it. I can't even explain what it was. I went through it. I couldn't put my finger on it throughout the whole thing. Just thinking about it, I couldn't think of any reason what was so off about it for me. Even though I think it is good, I didn't even delve into it because I just want to think about it more. But would have been like if we never seen Maya again, like after the whole thing, even though Trucy like was supposed to pair up with her and like investigate stuff. Like, would it have actually been better, like, for story wise, if Maya was actually killed off in the fourth case, and then the whole thing here happened? Like, that would definitely raise the stakes even more. And like Maya was just here and just talked a tiny bit about that. I mean, you could literally just have a little session just talking to Meredith about that. Like, that was another thing. Just like there's some things that are a bit weird in hindsight. Like, what was it? Where like literally, I remember bringing this up when this was being filled out. Like, where was it? Her grandma, Miss Porter, knew Donatello's order to betray Maya's grandma. I mean, where'd that come from? I mean, I guess I can sort of recall that being present in like the fourth case, and Donatello's like saying like he infiltrated the whole place just to, I think, snipe Maya, but then he was foiled and all that. He heard Iris come up and hit, and then did that, and he lost his chance, and then went back into normal cover mode of butlerness and all that. But then all this, but they didn't bring that up here in the case, and it just seen it come out of nowhere. And I don't think Trucy was there, and I guess obviously like Phoenix like could just tell her about what happened, and she could just read the files, but it just feels a bit weird. It's not like really a problem. It's just a little nitpick. Just a few things like that normally. Just yeah, definitely pros a bit all that. But I'm a stickler for all that. I mean, I'm an English major. What do you expect from me? What do you expect from me instead of like parsing through things and all that? Even though sometimes I don't become so critical, I just have fun with some of these games. Like literally all of Content Court. Like I had a blast going through that. And honestly, just thinking of the different scenarios for what could have happened for that was honestly very fun and actually gave me a thing to think about of my like if it actually fit really well together the story, and I think it did. I actually had a lot more fun going through that and just pretending like I didn't know, even though I made explicit that I do know everything there. And yeah, out of all this, like this is probably the one game I have the littlest known I can remember and all that. Like even this case, like honestly, seriously, I know like these two characters, and I have little to know like well Finnegan Hood, Jane Hood. I probably mentioned those two characters. Like I just remember just like going through them, like it was just entertaining a bit, but I didn't have a reason as to why. And then going through here, oh boy, oh boy, oh, I don't remember like this happening when I first watched through it, but it's definitely entertaining. I'll give you that. Forging new memories and all that, new memories and new experiences. And let's see if these new memories and experiences that Jane Porter is going to say about killing Miss Porter in her office will be true. But that's all in due time for next time. So, real fun time watch as I am playing it. Hope to see you next time. What time may be. And I'll hope you fantastic day.